Good evening. For any country in the world, economic reforms is a must, especially the countries like India, which are developing in nature, where we'll see so many times ups and downs in our economic system. Definitely, there is a necessity of economic reforms. And when we speak about economic reforms, so this is not for the first time. So many times, with respect to various sectors in economy, many times the reforms have been taken place, especially after NDA government came to the power once again in the year 2019. It has increased the speed with respect to its economic reforms. For example, if you look at our Indian taxation system, I'm talking about direct taxes, and I'm talking about the income tax directly. So as we know that there are two types of taxes. One is the direct tax and second one is the indirect taxes. But with respect to income tax, we have an act called Income Tax Act of 1961. And whatever the income tax that we are paying based on this particular act. For quite long period of time, there is a demand that it has to be simplified as far as the tax payments are concerned, and there is a demand that majority should be kept away from these tax clutches, especially the middle income people, the low income people and middle income people. So they should be kept out of these tax clutches, and government was planning for this. And that is the reason why when NDA government was there in the power, of course today also NDA government, but I'm talking about the India government last time in the year 2018, the government has appointed a committee to look into the concept of implementation of the direct tax code, meaning government for quite long period of time thinking to replace income tax act of 1961 with a direct tax code. So that what will happen, the taxes will be simplified, and the people, majority of the people will be kept out of the this clutches of these taxes. So this is what exactly many people demand. Basically what happens, some people think that they earn money, but when it comes to payment of the taxes, so obviously it will be really painful for them. But this is our duty to pay back to the nation in the form of the taxes, so that the money can be utilized for the developmental activities. Now, when it comes to direct tax code, in the year 2018 itself, the government has appointed a committee under the chairmanship of Akhilesh Ranjan. He is the he is a member in the Central Board for Direct Taxes, and that person, this he was the committee was asked to submit the report. But so far, the two times the extension has been given, and finally on August 19th of 2019 the report has been submitted to the government. And it seems very clearly that as far as the income is concerned, as far as income is concerned, up to 5 lakhs there should be no income tax at all. From 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs it should be this 5%. And from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs it will be 20%, and from 20 lakhs to 2 crores it will be 30%, and beyond 2 crores if anybody earns, so many people will earn. So if it is beyond 2 crores, then the percentage, the income tax should be 35%. So this is what the proposal meaning, according to some of the media reports. But what exactly is present in the report, once the report is released, so we'll come to know, then we'll be discussing about this. But the idea is that the basic idea with respect to direct tax code is that this tax code is going to target super rich people. Super rich people are those people who earn more than 2 crores a year, and these are called super rich people. If they earn beyond 2 crores, then they will be charged with a 35% of their income. So like this, and the committee also suggested, it seems, right, the committee also suggested that there should not be no surcharges, right? So nowadays you have surcharges which are on permanent basis, but the committee, it seems, it has recommended that it will be like surcharges if imposed, that will be only for a temporary period of time, but once this report is released we'll have a detailed discussion. But here the point is that who is the chairman for this particular committee? Answer is Akhilesh Ranjan. He is a member of Central Board for Direct Taxes, and the report has been submitted to the government on August 19th 2019. Now the report is there with the government. And apart from this, I would like to tell you one more very important thing. Just now, the government has announced, the finance minister has announced regarding the merger of various public sector banks. First point, public sector banks are those banks which are directly operated under the control of the government. Second point, how many public sector banks are operating in India right now? Answer is 27. Please remember it is 27. Now, as a part of the reforms, number 27 is going to be reduced to 12. 27 is going to be reduced to 12 by merging various banks, right? So that what will happen, of course, if you look at our banking system, State Bank of India is considered to be the largest bank. Fine. And I would like to tell you one thing. Today, uh, SBI, State Bank of India chairman, please remember the name, Rajneesh Kumar. And why I am telling you to remember this name is that if you look at any bank, so right, basically the bank has to send money out. If you send the money out, you will be getting the interest, and that interest is nothing but your profits. So like this, the bank has to work. But sometimes what happens, there will be some people like, Nirav Modi, Vijay Malia. They will, they take the money, they dupe the banks, and they will just run away. So then the banks will run into losses, right? And we hear all this, this on day-to-day basis in the news. Now, what should be done? You have to control this. You have to see that the people who are taking the larger amounts should not dupe the banks, should not run away from the country, and they are liable to pay back to the bank. But if they run away with the money, that money belongs to the people. And what happens to the people? Definitely, our economy will be disturbed. That is the reason why the government is planning, RBI is planning for more restrictions as far as the larger amounts are concerned. But please remember, the generally the people will take loan for, this home loans, car loans, like this, you'll be taking education loans, you'll be taking. But when it comes to larger organizations, they will take the larger loans for larger investments. So that what will happen, if the investments are large, obviously you are creating more employment opportunities, and obviously you are producing more. If you are producing more, you will have more market. If it is more market, there is more sales. More sales means more goods are reaching the people, more services are reaching the people, and again you will be earning money. So there will be a lot of circulation as far as the market is concerned. Clear? Everything is interlinked, my dear friends. So there will be larger circulation of the money in the market, and that will boost the economy. Am I clear? And let me tell you, let me come back now. Government is planning, right? As I told you, under the direct tax code, majority of the people are going to be exempted from the tax. So that what will happen, if you are not paying the tax, the money will be with you. If you have the money, your purchasing power parity, that is called PPP, will increase. That is nothing but purchasing capacity. So when you purchase goods, so when you purchase the services, obviously you are paying it. In return, you are getting goods or services. So you are sending money, you are getting the goods or services. So meaning, when you are sending money, you are sending money into the market. So if a large number of people are sending money into the market, there will be more circulation in the market. If there is more circulation of money, there is more movement of goods and services, right? And this is how you need to keep your economy in a dynamic condition. So this is what exactly should be done, right? So but now what is happening, if you look at SBI, the chairman said very clearly that the banks are now scared to give larger amounts outside. But he said, because of this point, you have to remember the name of the chairman of SBI, Mr. Rajneesh Kumar. He said that SBI, State Bank of India, has the capacity to arrange 1 lakh crores. within a month, within a month for giving the loans. So that is really a huge, this amount. So meaning is simple. SBI wanted to, this tell its strength to the market. What is the capacity of the SBI? Clear. So in this capacity, so please remember that name, SBI chairman name, Mr. Rajneesh Kumar. And very frequently, Niti Ayog vice chairman is also there in the news, Mr. Rajiv Kumar. And I want you to remember the names of all these people. And it may be a question in any sort of examination. And when it comes to the descriptive type of answers, you need to be very clear with the fundamentals. So how the money will come, how the money will be going to the market, what do you mean by PPP, right? So how the economy can be kept in a dynamic fashion, right? And why what are the loopholes, why these people will take the money and run away, and all these things you should be very 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 clear as far as the analytical part of the subject is concerned. So right, as and when the time permits, we go into the analytical part and we'll have a detailed discussion regarding that. Am I clear? So that's all for the day. And I'll see you in the next class with more and more current affairs. Till then, I wish you all a very, very, very good luck. Take very good care. Thank you. Good night.